Today we're going to be talking about addition and subtraction of scientific notation. So adding and subtracting scientific notation. We're going to talk about how to do it on your calculator, but then also how to understand it and do it without your calculator. We're going to do both. If we look at this example, so here the example, we have it as 4.6 times 10 to the fourth plus 8.72 times 10 to the fourth. And so we're going to go ahead and add these two together. First of all, if you can see, here's my calculator. I've gone ahead and put it into my calculator itself. Notice how I put parentheses around the first scientific notation number. Put it exactly how it is. Remember, use that little caret sign to do the exponent. And then plus, and then here is the second point, or second part, the second number as far as the scientific notation. So parentheses around it. Again, there is a parentheses there, sorry. And it's 8.72 times 10 to the fourth. And then again, I just put in the addition because we're going to add it. And it ends up being this number here. So right now, this is actually the standard form as far as the number itself. And if we want to go ahead and write that down and then put it into scientific notation, so 1332000, right? And right now, the decimal point is at the end. And we want to make it a good scientific notation number. So remember, the first part of the scientific notation number is a number between 1 and 9.99999. So we want the decimal to come here, so it makes it 1.33. So we're going to move it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's going to be times 10. Remember, that's part of scientific notation stuff. And how many times did we do it? We went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 5. And the exponent is positive 5 because this number is greater than, it's a big number, bigger than 10. And so let's go ahead and remove our calculator kind of stuff. And let's talk about why this actually went ahead and worked. So the first kind of thing is what we want to look at is we want to go ahead and add the front numbers together. And the reason why we're doing that is because if the exponents are the same, then add the front numbers. So we can check that. We can look at it. We have 4 here. We have 4 there. We can go ahead and add those front numbers together. And we get 13.32 times 10 to the fourth. But notice how the answer here was 1.33 times 10 to the fifth. Okay, so then we have to go ahead and make it a good scientific notation number because 13 is not between the 1 and 9.9999. And so what we want to do is we have to go ahead and change it, right? And so we're going to go ahead and move our decimal place over once. Okay, so we took it, and as you can see, we're moving it over once. Okay, and so we're kind of going ahead and we had a bigger number that was there. It was 13, so we need to add an extra exponent to it. So large numbers have positive exponents, so we're going to go ahead and add one. And then we ended up having the 13.32 times 10 to the fifth as far as the final answer, right? So we can check and see, if the final answer follows the scientific notation. So is this good scientific notation number? Is this number right here between 1 and 9.999 times 10 to the fifth? And yes, it does work. So see how we can walk through it without a calculator, but then we can do it also with a calculator itself. So let's go ahead and let's try another one. And here we have it as far as 2.1 times 10 to the negative 4 plus 9.74 times 10 to the negative 4. Okay. Are the exponents the same? Yes. And then we can go ahead and add those front numbers, right? But we also know that we can go ahead and use calculators. So we are going to go ahead and pull up our calculator image. So 2.1 times 10, this is a negative right there. It didn't kind of show through. So you have to do negative 4. And then notice how it's around the parentheses, right? And so we're going to go ahead and that's our first number. And we're going to say add. And then 9.74 times 10 to the negative. And then that is also a 4 that's in there. Sorry, it's just how my calculator runs. And then we went ahead and press enter, and we got this. Let's change our color. Let's do black. So we have 0.001184, right? And is that a scientific notation number? It is not. Remember that we need to go ahead and move it. The first number needs to be a number between 1 and 9.999 to make it scientific notation, right? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go 1, 2, 3. We moved it 3 decimal places. So we're going to go ahead and have it where it's going to go ahead and be 1. So we have it as 1.184 times 10. And we do have this exponent of 3, but is it going to be a positive 3 or negative 3? This original number is a decimal, right? So then that's going to make our exponent as a negative 3, okay? So that's our way of doing it with a calculator. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to get rid of our calculator pictures, and we're going to go ahead and go through it. So again, if we want to understand why, we can add the front numbers together. So remember that was a question on there as far as adding the front numbers together. And let's do that. So 2.1 plus 9.14, and we end up getting 11.84 times 10 to the negative 4. So question again, is this a good scientific notation number? Well, this part it's not, because it's 11, right? So we need to go ahead and change it. So we need to go ahead and move the decimal place over once, okay? And because it was, the original was a number bigger than 10, it makes it like a +1 because it's an exponent. And then if we go ahead and do that, we're going to get the 1.184 times 10 to the negative 3, because negative 4 plus 1 here, right, remember, is negative 3. And so here again, we actually show where we can go ahead and add those and subtract them together. So what more things that we need to kind of go ahead and talk about is if the exponents are different, then this is doing it with, again, doing it by hand without a calculator, right? And then we can change the exponents, and then we go ahead and add them together. So our example that we're looking at is 3.5 times 10 to the negative 2 minus 6.6 times 10 to the negative 3, okay? So these exponents are different. Again, we can go ahead and put them in our calculator, right? So we have the 3.5 times 10 to the negative 2. Notice how, again, there's parentheses around them, okay? That should be a parentheses there. And then we are subtracting off the 6.6. Right, so that's here, right? Here's our 6.6 times 10 to the negative 3. And then there should be parentheses here. It's not showing up. I do apologize on that. And then we go ahead and we press enter, right? And we get this 0.0284. So is that a good scientific notation number? Not really right now. Okay, so I'm going to write this up here. So we have 0.0284. And we can go ahead and make it a good scientific notation number, right? We've been talking about that. So the first number has to be a number between 1 and 9.999. So we're going to make it as a 2.84 and then times 10, because that's scientific notation. How many times did we move it? 1, 2, right? And is it going to be a positive 2 or negative 2? It's going to be a negative, because this original number was a decimal. So we're going to have it as 2.84 times 10 to the negative 2. That is our final answer. And let's get rid of our calculator. And let's kind of talk about it as far as the reason why. So I will always change the number on the right-hand side. So if we want to do it by hand, I'm going to go ahead and change the number on the right-hand side. And we want to change it from a negative 3 to a negative 2, because if we look at it, that's what this one is. So I'm changing this one to be like that. And that means we need to add 1, okay? So let's kind of talk about that. So we need to go ahead and move the decimal over, okay? So as you can kind of see, let me get rid of this one. We need to add 2 to the exponent. We'll make the decimal move to the left. And So if we look at it, if I'm going to go ahead and add 1, so pretty much you can kind of stick that in there. So we're going to say -3 plus 1 to make it a -2, okay? And so if I'm going ahead and adding it here, so I'm kind of pretty much making it bigger here, that means I have to make it smaller down here. So that means it makes it the 0.66. So we have 3.5. Now we have, if we really want to rewrite it, the question that we now have is 3.5 times 10 to the -2, right, in parentheses, minus 0.66 times 10 to the -2. And if we want to do it by hand, we can look at it and go, okay, is this exponent the same as this exponent? Yes, it is. Just like we did before, we can go ahead. This time it's subtract, but you can still add. And we can do 3.5 minus 0.66. We get a 284, and then times 10 to the -2. And if we look at it, this answer was the same as the one that we got up here. Okay. Example number 4. So if we want to go ahead and look at that, we have it again. We can go ahead and put all of this stuff. So we have 4.7 times 10 to the -5 minus 7.2 times 10 to the 3rd. Okay, and this is changing it if we want to do it by hand. We can go ahead and put it into our calculator. So here is our calculator. So we can have it as 4.7 times 10 to the 5, parentheses, right? And then we're going to have subtract, and then 7.2 times 10 to the 3rd. Please remember that there are parentheses around the scientific notation numbers. Press enter, and we get this, again, number that's not really in scientific notation form, which is 462,800. And then we can go ahead and put them into scientific notation, right? Decimal point is at the end. We want it to make it here. Okay, so to make it 4.62, which the first part is a good scientific notation number because that is between 1 and 9.999. We're going to go ahead and move that decimal. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We moved it 5 times. And it's going to be a positive 5 because this number that we're looking at is a number larger than 10. So let's go ahead and get rid of the calculator stuff and let's talk about it if we were trying to do it by hand. So we need to go ahead and move the decimal place because we want to make the 3 a 5. So we're going to add 2. So we're going to move it so that the number is smaller. So if we make it bigger up here, that means we have to make it smaller down here. So we went and we moved it over twice and made it 0.072. So now we can go ahead and do 4.7 minus 0.072. And what do we go ahead and get? We get the 4.682 times 10 to the 5th. And then why is it 10 to the 5th? Is because now, if we really want to go ahead and write it out, like we did before, this would be 0.72. Sorry. That's actually... Well, my erase is not working, so let's go ahead and do it again. So this should be 0.072 times 10 to the 5th is now what the new number is, so it kind of changes this to there, okay? And then we can look at it and go, okay, is the exponents the same now? Well, yeah, they are, so we can go ahead and subtract the part, and we get this first part itself. This is how we go ahead and do scientific notation. One of the things that you might want to look at is if you're putting stuff into your calculator, and especially with the one that I have, sometimes I'll have one, final answer will be 1 E, or just 1 E, and then it will have this kind of 11. And what does this actually mean? Well, what is it saying is that we have 1 times 10 to the 11th power. This EE stuff is these calculator's way of saying, hey, I'm doing a scientific notation number, and here's my exponent here. So also sometimes you can see it as like 2.85 E times 10 to the 12th. Well, what does that really mean? It's 2.85 times 10 to the 12th. So this is a calculator ways of actually showing it on the calculator. So I hope you understood stuff today, and hopefully you understand how to do add and subtract scientific notation.